For Daniel Bridge-Gadd.
Dude, put the music on. Thank you guys for coming out. If you didn't know, this was a comedy thing. Thanks for turning around. We're just gonna talk about it. My knee's fucked up. I play football up in northern Arizona. That's the response I should have gotten. I tore my ACL like 3 weeks ago, and it is what it is. But they sent me to get an MRI like the week later, and so I get in there, and I had no clue what an MRI was before because I'd never heard anything like this. Turns out it's just a big ass metal vagina that they slide you into, like feet first, and the top's like this close, and it's just making a bunch of weird ass face noises, and they lay you on the most like uncomfortable plastic slab, and you have to remain completely still. So when I first got there, the technician and the doctor, they came up to me and they're like, "Hey Dan, do you want to listen to music or anything during your MRI?" And I was like, "Sweet, yeah." And they're like, "Okay, well, what kind of music do you want to listen to?" And I was like, just whatever hip-hop you got. It's important to say that they were both very white, super Caucasian. So I'm thinking, like at best, I'm going to get like Pandora, Top 40, something. So I'm laying down on this thing, and I can see the doctor from where he's standing. And they put the headphones on me, and I look over at him, and he's like, "Yeah." And I'm laying there, and all of a sudden, I just hear this classical music start playing in the headphones. And I was like, "Aw, this white dude doesn't know what hip-hop is." And then all of a sudden, all I hear in my headphones is Straight Outta Compton, crazy motherfucker named Ice Cube. And I was like, what? I look over at the doctor, he's like, yeah, no, it was cool. It was great. So I'm gonna talk about some shit that no one really wants to talk about. It's these white people controlling their damn kids. Look, I know this is awkward because most of you are indeed white, but I was on a flight back from Seattle to here maybe a couple weeks ago, and I'm sitting in the aisle seat, and in the aisle across from me is a family. It's like a kid, mom, and a dad. And you know how you can tell sometimes when like a kid under 10 is just a piece of shit? Like you look at him and you're like, yeah. So anyway, I'm sitting there, and 10 minutes we get in the air, and this kid starts bitching and moaning because his dad forgot the charger to his iPad, so now that shit's just dead. Whole 2.5-hour flight, fuck you, Dad. And then it goes in from bitching and moaning to just full-on throwing a temper tantrum on the plane for everyone to hear, which, look, I have a soul, I'm not an asshole. I'm cool with that. If you're, like, at home by yourself and he wants to throw a temper tantrum, like, fuck him. Not on the plane when it's interrupting my Golden Girls marathon. Do you understand? Like, that's where I draw the line. And the whole time, I'm just sitting there, and I'm like, this is insane. And then for like 5-10 minutes, he throws a temper tantrum, and then the mom finally comes in with this weak-ass shit. She grabs him by the wrist, and she goes, Bradley, Bradley, I'm not telling you, I'm asking you very politely, can you turn it down? All rhythmically like that. And I'm just like, what the actual fuck is happening? Are you kidding? Do you know if that was my mom and me in that situation? She would have looked me dead in the eye and been like, go ahead, keep crying. See if you'll get your ass beat in an airplane after. It is what it is. So like I mentioned before, I'm in college. It's a magical time full of just dumb shit. Yeah, he's like, yeah, I know, right? Just full of dumb shit with your friends. But what college has made me realize is that, it's not about the friends you make or the higher education you get or all that bullshit they try and sell you on in the brochures. College is the only place where one word just kind of sums up everything and makes it okay. Like, you can wake up with 3 empty bottles of Jack Daniels next to a midget in a bed that's not yours, 2 towns away from where you started last night, and just crack a beer and be like, college, and just keep fucking walking. He's like, it's so true. He's like, there's one time, and yeah. He's like, before I started wearing vests and hats at the same time, bro, in college. That's awesome, right? But I love college. College is fun. College is cool. But I also love going home, like for breaks and all that shit, and not for the usual reasons. See family and friends and all that. The real unsung hero of going back to your parents' house when you're in college is the toilet paper, like 100%. Because my mom has the good shit. Let me tell you, that shit feels like it was woven by the gods. Not compared to that like half-ply bullshit I got up at Flagstaff. Standards up there way lower. You wipe your ass and you're like, damn, no blood? That's solid. All right, well, I guess what I'll leave you guys with is, speaking of my dumbass friends, ever since they found out I was a stand-up comedian, they think it's their job to be my writers. And essentially what that means is they just walk around saying stupid shit like all day. And so I have this one friend, his name is Trevor, and he's very white, super Caucasian. And to put it into perspective, his dad's name is Olaf. And so me and Olaf's son are sitting on the couch one day, and I'm looking over at him, and he's just staring off into space, and I'm like, oh, here we go. And this guy gets up, unannounced, walks right by me, sorry, bad knee, walks right by me, and he's like, you know what? Where the bitches at? I'm finna get my dick touched. And I was just like, what are you talking about? Then he proceeds to laugh at his own joke, stares at me dead in the eye, and was like, bro, that was funny as fuck. You gotta put that in your stand-up. And you laughed at it, so I guess it was whatever. But thank you guys.